the director of the Mason County EDC, the Economic Development Council. It's Lynn Longan. Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Excited to show off the new digs today?
I am. We moved in February, so it's been a little while. We're all moved in, and Karen's getting ready to welcome everyone tomorrow.
I snuck in there. Was that Friday I stopped by?
Yeah.
And I said hi, and things look great in there. Yeah. And it's a beautiful location, 310 West Coda, just up the street from us here on Coda. So is there a program? You're going to speak or just come by, say hi, learn a little bit about it?
Well, they're going to do a ribbon cutting. The Chamber of Commerce is going to do a ribbon cutting for us, and we'll have snacks and drinks and that kind of stuff. So... yeah, come take a little tour and just visit with us.
Very cool. Very cool.
You don't have to listen to a long, drawn-out speech or anything like that.
Oh, you've always got great things to pass along to the community. What are some of the things that you've been working on recently?
Yeah, we've been really busy. It seems like that's our mantra anymore. I come in and say, we've been really so busy, but we really have been. Tonight, there's a meeting at the Planning Commission.
Okay.
Starts at 6 o'clock in the commission chambers. And we have our consultant that's been working on the rewriting of the economic development element of the comprehensive plan. And they're going to be there to do a presentation of this is where we are, this is what we're looking at. And it'll be a short presentation. And then after that, there is going to be a briefing on the multifamily tax credit and some possibilities of expanding and opening up the multifamily tax credit, which we are really interested in hearing because that's something that we'll use to try to encourage multifamily housing, especially up in the Belfair area, which is our urban growth area.
Yeah.
So we've got those two things going on. We've also, our consultant, which is Community Attributes, Inc., they have created a community tool. It's a tool to get public outreach and to get community comments on what we're doing.
Okay.
And there's 4 questions that they're really trying to get, people to answer, and they're pretty generic questions, but they really help us figure out how to plan that economic development portion. It's kind of like, what economic opportunities do you consider to be top priorities? What are Mason County's greatest economic assets? What are your favorite places in Mason County? And what are the greatest challenges your community faces? I think if we can do this and we can compile all the answers and figure out, what the community is thinking, it helps us focus on where we need to go. And there's a link to that on the front page of our website, choosemason.com. And then in doing all of this with the economic development update, the economic development element of the comp plan's been pretty confusing over the years. So when they first came out with the Comprehensive Plan and Growth Management Act, it was not a required element. Took a few years, and then they realized it should be a required element. If we're planning for growth and we're not taking into account economic development, there's a gap there, and we're really missing the boat. So they made it a required element. But the way that they wrote the legislation was it was a required element if you got funding from the Department of Commerce to do it. And Mason County chose to do it, and we did get funding. So we do have an economic development element. But it's always kind of taken the back burner as far as priorities go. Again, going back to when it wasn't a priority.
Sure.
So this is our opportunity to really rewrite it, to update it in a way that meets today's challenges, that really address rural development. That's another thing that I think when it was written, I think that there was a gap in industrial land. And I believe it was because we probably concentrated more on our critical lands, and therefore we overlooked that industrial land portion of it. So we have a lot of people that are contacting the county, and they contact us, and I send them over to the county, that are looking for industrial land in the rural areas and are having a tough time finding it.
Okay. Very good. So some good information coming down the pike. These are these conversations So you mentioned the 4-question survey, but then the other one that we just talked about, is that open as well? Or how is that going to be part of something that the public also can comment in on? Or?
Yes. So tonight is tonight's the meeting at the Planning Commission at 6 p.m. We'll do a presentation. And then also we have the public comment tool that's on our website. And then tomorrow night, the Board of Commissioners and the Planning Commission are having a joint meeting at 6 p.m. down in the Commission chambers again to talk about the comprehensive plan, where we're at, going forward, what do we need to address. And so that, again, will be another really interesting meeting, I believe, at 6 o'clock. So you can come to our ribbon cutting, and then you can go down to the Planning Commission chambers.
So once again, the relocation celebration for EDC is tomorrow at 4:30, and it's at 310 West Coda. So come on down, see the new digs here. It's a beautiful facility inside PUD building office there, and very cool stuff. All right, Lynn. Well, choosemason.com. We'll get all the links to that up on the website when we post this interview as well. And good ribbon cutting. No, whatever you say.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome to the neighborhood. Even more so than already. It has been really nice having you down and popping in and saying
We
hi.
like being down here.
It's fun.
We like the traffic.
8:55. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your day.